Hello. Did I start too early? Hello, Master Monster here. Back with another Halo update video. Um, I have my notes here. Spent over 30 minutes just making these, and then I spent like about an hour just picking apart the footage we got through E3. But before we do that, I've been gone for 2 months with these Halo updates, kind of almost 2 months. So the April update blog post came out, but I didn't want to cover it because there really wasn't much. I'll post links to it in the description as always, as well as the E3 videos and the official Halo video, where I'm getting all this information from. But essentially what it breaks down to is the April update was all about PC. And so we're getting ultra widescreen for that. I mean, you guys are. I won't play on PC. I'm going to be playing on the new Xbox. Min and max frame rates I thought was pretty important. Triple keybinds, and it's launching on Steam. There was no May update, so I had nothing to do a video on. They said it was going to be late, but then they just kind of did E3, which is fine. I just was left wondering when the update was near the end of the month, and I was just like, I guess I don't do a video. But anyways, yes. So let's go over all E3. I want to do really quick, like, without any like footage or anything. But I have the footage like and timestamps here on my notes. If you want to stick till after I'm going through all the new stuff quickly to like see that in the video. Some of the stuff I was barely able to find, and I really had to like slow it down to 1/4 speed to catch like a few seconds of like whatever the thing was. So anyways, the Brute Chopper's back. I said Brute Chopper because it's red. I think all the Covenant vehicles are going to have that red design, which red being one of my favorite colors, red, black, white. You can't tell by the curtains in my room decor. I like that. The Banished theme is going to be very strong, but I imagine you'll be able to change the look of your vehicles for those type of things. But we got confirmed that the Wasp is coming back, and the Wraith, also in the style of the Brute stuff, obviously, had a shield on it. And then they confirmed that the new Warthog was called the Razorback. I will talk more about that later on in the video, but essentially it lets you store weapons on the back, and it looks like an armored Warthog, probably slower than a Warthog. But this is going to be really useful in the campaign. But anyways, let's move on to the weapons. There's an unnamed weapon I will show later, unless I have it here. No, I don't have it pulled up. I saw an unnamed weapon on a wall. The face shot looks sick. One thing I realized when playing back through the video footage is that it has two firing modes. It has like a spread out shotgun mode, and then it has like a horizontal. And you'll see it in a bit if you stick around. But it bounces off the walls. It looks sick. And they also gave us a look at the spiker more. Now, if you watched my audio video, they already kind of showed you the audio in that and like the design, but we got to see it in action. It looks like a Brute sniper rifle. And what it did to the Warthog was insane. It kind of flipped it over. So I'm thinking the spiker might have a special property to it, to where like, yeah, you can one-shot players. It was shown off one-shotting a player, I think it one-shotted him in the body. So this might be like a one-shot weapon anywhere. It might just be so think like a sniper rifle, except you don't have multiple. It has less ammo, and you only have like one shot, and then you have to go through a reload process. I don't think I saw a reload like speed there. But anyways, it looks sick, sounds sick, and I can't wait to get this thing in my hands and use it, including the face shot. The face shot sounds cool too. There was another thing that was also not mentioned. I saw the name Repulsor for a swap when breaking down some of the footage through some doors trying to show off the drop shield. and there was something called a repulsor there on the ground. But I don't think that's a weapon, actually. I thought I put it under my weapons like notes, but I actually think that the weapon is indeed the shield bash thing. I think that's the repulsor. It was showed off in the E3 video and then the Halo video. And the E3 one, it showed briefly reflecting a charged plasma shot back, and it's the equipment, obviously. It goes on the arm. You can see it on the Spartan's arm. But I think that's the repulsor. It sounds like the name would fit the description. So I think that's the new equipment. I also think this is equipment mentioned by the devs in one of the dev blogs in one of my previous videos with like, oh, we have this equipment where if you time it right, you can send vehicles flying, or, you know, do this. It seems like that's what they were referring to, as like one of the devs referred to as their favorite new equipment. There was also some sort of, okay, so if that is the propulsor is that, then that's the reflector pusher you saw. I put the camo and OS down here too. Some big changes they revealed after the E3 was that camo and OS, and probably damage boost as well, they're able to be stored and then used like equipment. So I'm wondering if those are going to be treated more like equipment now, to where you'll pick them up and then you'll just be able to have them for later, kind of like a grapple or you know, a drop wall, I think is what they called it. And speaking of the drop wall, it looked like they changed it from the 2020 campaign demo. It looked really big and kind of just went out, you know. But the drop wall we've seen multiple times throughout the E3 and the campaign. They like showing it off a lot. First of all, it gets damaged by a little section. It has like little squares, and those little squares only seem to take like a bit of focused fire before they disappear completely, and then you can shoot through that particular section of the shield. So I feel like it looks really balanced. It's also seems smaller and more curved. It seemed like they took the size from like here, shrunk it down, and then curved it around a bit. But that could just be me. I don't know. I thought that's what that did. We also got a look at a new equipment. The E3 just saw it thrown out, and it did a ping, and it was gone and over with. But in the gameplay demo that Halo the 343 released after E3, I found it on the ground through, like, you know, once again watching through some footage. It's called a threat sensor, and as well in the same clip, it sticks to a wall. It looks like something you'll throw or launch, and it'll go on the wall and it'll stay there for like a set period of time. And I think that's going to be cool. It kind of reminds me of Promethean Vision, but it's in a small area, well, a moderately small area. It's probably best thrown on like a door to see if anyone's coming out of a door, maybe near a hallway. It goes through walls. You'll have to probably be pretty inventive about where you place it, and it's not clear whether or not, from an enemy perspective, what this will look like. If you'll be able to see like the pulse from the center and like be able to shoot it. If you can see it as an enemy, I imagine you'd want to put it somewhere where they can't easily shoot at it. But then again, if it doesn't last too long, there might not be a point. Anyways, on to the more exciting things. I was blown away. The academy, the onboarding, as they described it, for new players to train, had a movement course. They did not mention this. It's also a tutorial when you enter the game, but there was a movement course like off to the side. It wasn't said, but if you slowed it down and looked at it, there's a movement course. There's a firing range to test out the weapons. Hopefully we'll be able to test out vehicles in this academy. Hopefully as well it'll be multiplayer with, like, you know, local multiplayer, so you can train with your friends and like mess around with. I don't think they would make it just solo, but maybe they will. But we'll see. There was a weapon drill with scoring as well. where they showed off playing around with the BR and like racking up points with a timer with like AI Spartans just running across with like a bit of cover. So basically aim training. How complex that'll be if you can throw in maybe crouch walking and stuff, or not crouch walking, but you know, if you've seen pros, they'll do the little ducks as they move. I'm wondering if you can set that for movements on them. And of course, the biggest exciting thing that has me hyped is training with bots. Um, so and they showed like the bot difficulty, and the difficulty was set to Marine difficulty. Now I don't know about you, but Marines have killed me more than a couple of times. I've been sniped in the head by a few friendly Marines when I gave all my Marines sniper rifles in the Halo 2 campaign. And I don't know how to feel about Marine difficulty 343. Is that a good difficulty? Is that like, are they going to be dumb? Is Marine dumb? Is there a Spartan difficulty? Or is it just going to revert to normal, easy, hard? I don't know. I feel like the difficulty setting that's probably going to be easy, and maybe Spartan is going to be hard. Or Mint Blade. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, I'd love to see a bot pull off a grapple no scope on me. That would be insane. Anyways, so I'm really excited for the academy. It'd be a nice thing. I have a roommate that's very much a Halo player, but isn't as skilled. So to have a nice thing, so where someone like me who's really not really good, but you know, decent at Halo, can just like kind of pick it up and like learn it on the fly, whereas other people like my roommate might want to spend some time in this firing range in this environment and train on bots that are on easy level to like kind of warm up aiming, get used to controls, test out, you know, things without getting murked by people online. I think it's great. For cosmetics, the personalized AI is huge. I really like that. They've mentioned the gloves before, but one thing that you notice if you went back and like looked at like the actual equipment like slots they were showing off for like the few seconds it was up, towards the end there was the helmet, and there's a helmet gear slot, and thank God they did this. Helmet gear has not been a thing. They've had helmet variants in Reach. The Reach armor system is back, and better than ever. I would say it's way more expanded upon. But you would, and if you've played Reach, you know you had CKB and then CKB variants, and it can get kind of confusing if you want like the little radar dish on the top of your head or whatever, or the comm thing. And now it's gonna be like, now you can put that stuff on anything, hopefully. At least I would hope. I'm assuming this helmet gear is going to be universal on where you can put it. And things I really didn't know where to put. It looks like Smart Scope is back. I saw multiple times with like I think I saw with the AR and then the Needler, they had a 1.4 times zoom on them. So I think Smart Scope is back. I like Smart Scope. I feel like it's going to be a bit more balanced, maybe. They've already said they don't want the pistol to be able to compete against long range precision like BR weapons. So I feel like it's not that great of a magnification to begin with, but also it might be a bit more balanced. I saw that there's bloom with the VKL assault rifle and the MK50 side kick, which is the pistol that they're rolling out with. So that might make the and with the assault rifle it makes sense. You know, you want bloom because it's an assault rifle, but it's also a precision weapon. It's automatic, I think. I think it's automatic. But I think bloom is a very good way to kind of, because the BR did not have bloom, so it's a very good way to kind of like say, hey, these are very much not long range weapons. You know, you can't just whip out a pistol and just gun someone down at long range. You're still gonna be able to shoot them and pop them in the head. But another thing in the cosmetics that was kind of revealed was prosthesis, or prosthetics. It's prosthesis, prosthetics is like something else. I don't know. Same thing, different terminology. But I got a kick out of it because I didn't realize when they were just going through. They said prosthesis, but I was so hyped with everything else. I missed it on my first time through. They have a whole entire screen dedicated to prosthetics. So the cat. Wait, where is she on my shirt? Cat, where are you? She's here. You can't see her arm. The cat arm. You'll be able to have the cat arm, but not only that, you'll be able to have both arms and legs. Like, you can be torso person in this game. Like, they had both arms, both legs. You're able to be torso person, just full prosthetics. And I'm sure there's people out there who will appreciate that. Not only from like a cosmetics, they really went full out with this, guys. The customization is amazing. Not to mention the battle pass. It's gonna be just think with the battle pass is just like MCC, except you pay for it, but you still get to keep it all the time. Like, it's amazing. I saw an article by Dexero yesterday, and it's like, oh, Apex players are wanting Halo Infinite style of battle pass, and honestly, fucking do it. I paid money for it. I shouldn't have my cosmetics ripped away from me at the end of a season. I would honestly buy every single battle pass in Apex if I knew I could eventually unlock it all, because honestly, we're only a month into Apex season. I know this is a Halo video, but this is just for reference. People with their battle passes, like, some people don't have time to play it all, and so they don't get all the cosmetics. And then other people like me, they play Apex a lot because they're waiting on Halo to come out, and then they're probably gonna drop Halo for Apex. I'm gonna drop Halo for Apex, at least for a bit, maybe forever. Who knows? And like, I would love to just be able to give Respawn my money and just be like, okay, and then just like choose what battle pass I want to work on. But obviously that requires some major programming on their end, and with the new system and them building this multiplayer from the ground up, this is very easy. So I don't think that'll happen. But the fact that no one has decided to do this until now is amazing. I mean, technically MCC was already doing it, but that was also a free battle pass. So yeah, I have a few theories. The Smart Scope is more or less confirmed. You know, there's a 1.5 zoom. So, but what isn't confirmed, but something I noticed, is when the Spartan jumped out of the Banshee, he very much just ran at the flag, picked it up, and kept sprinting. Now, I don't know. It seems like movement speed debuff from like carrying the flag into forced walk is going to be either toggleable to off or off by default, and you'll be able to run with the flag, which is a first for Halo. And that goes over everything new. If you want to stick around for the in-depth things, I'm about to go through my notes and show examples of everything I just talked about. So without further ado, let's get to it. So first, the repulsor. That's at, and feel free to discuss this in the comments below. What are you guys looking forward to with Halo Infinite? I can't wait to get the new Xbox, honestly. I'm waiting for the new one. I want to go back to that unnamed weapon because that's the first thing I talked about. It's during the 343 one at 511. This is why I make notes. I was like, I can't just be like groping around for this stuff. Let me mute this. Right there. Out. Pause it, please. No, stop. Okay, I don't know if you saw it off to the right. Is it at 1/4 speed again? Or is it just lagging? It's lagging because my PC isn't that great. That's fine. Right there, off to the side. I know there's that new Brute pistol, but you tell me if that's that Brute pistol they showed off in 2020. It looks different. It doesn't look like the spiker at all. It definitely looks like some sort of hand cannon, but it doesn't. I can't tell if that's like the Bullock pistol or whatever they showed off or not. Oh, I forgot the arc grenade as well. That's at 12:03. There was this arc grenade. It's definitely a grenade because of how it flies out. I think you saw this at like like a reveal trailer really early on, sometime after the 2020 thing. But I think it's a new grenade type. Could be wrong. Also, see, look, he's definitely running with the flag. This is another. Actually, I missed this. This person's running with the flag too. I'm pretty sure running with flag is just guaranteed. Look right there. He uses what I think is the repulsor to shoot that arc grenade back. But you only get a little bit of that. This is the spiker. That was not a headshot. That's a one shot right there. Getting multiple things here. The face shot is during the E3 one at 29 seconds. And you'll be able to... No, wait, this isn't the E3, is it? Okay, I was looking for this one. Or I muted, thank you. Oh my god, please don't. I've already watched the ads for these videos. Motherfucker. Anyways. We'll let that run. God damn it. Oh yeah, the Razorback. Where was that? That was in the E3 as well. Oh, we got to see a little bit of there here, right? I forget where exactly. Did I not mark where they put the Razorback? That's the Razorback right there, though. They didn't show it off right away, though. The new grab hammer looks sick too. It has a extended swing animation, it would seem. But okay, here the phase caster there. Sorry if everything's kind of slow. I don't have the best PC, but okay. So look, you got this cross. Okay, the pausing. You saw it was sideways, and like look at the gun kind of shift here. I'm pretty sure that's how it looks. It's hard to see. You only get a few seconds, but you see a reticle change there. I'm thinking that the other mode is more of like, I'm not sure. It's hard to say exactly how it will function because I saw it being shot shotgun style off the back of a Warthog during like something like this, and it was somewhere in this video. You'll have to look and find it yourself, I think, because I don't think I marked it down here. But yeah, they just straight up were shooting out the back of this Warthog, and it wasn't really like bouncing and directing itself to people. So I'm really curious to see how that projectile functions in game. Looks sick though. Reminds me of a Destiny grenade, honestly. So really curious to see how that plays out. I had to listen to these people talking slow-mo. Just not like see that extended. They take it and then they extend it, and it seems to have good range. There, it killed that other Spartan right there. Of course, the grappling to the side looks sick as well. Oh, another thing I want to point out. If you notice, it's pausing so late. I can't pause and like show off what I want to show off. If you'll notice here, look at this. Look at the outlines. You can see your teammates through walls. It's not the little triangles anymore. Obviously, this might be subject to change. But I think that's another thing I don't have on my notes here that I kind of want to point out. So I believe. Don't full screen it, please. Well, my computer's just laying out. Okay, this is where I saw the repulsor, but I'm not gonna be able to pause it in time. It was there for like a second. You can see him use it there too to jump. I think that's the repulsor, and I think that's sick. I think it's gonna be almost all these equipments look fun to use. The drop shield honestly is looking like the the stinkiest of the equipment. I'm not saying the drop shield's bad, obviously no, but everything else looks so much more fun to use. Something that lets you get a jump, essentially. I don't know how viable that jump's gonna be, but you know, it's definitely looking good. The I don't remember what. Okay, it's over here. Right. Anyways, I don't have much else to talk about. I still hope they do a blog post here soon. So you guys, comment in the description. What are you most excited for? What news here struck you the most? Did I get anything you missed? And if you're here to the end of the video, thank you. There was a lot of information to go over, and I'm just a Halo fan. Sorry if I went on a bit too long. But yeah, have a great day, guys. And I will try to get more news out whenever I can. Hopefully they do a blog post well, they probably won't do one this month. Hopefully they do one next month. I'll be surprised if they do one this month. But until then, you guys keep holding out. And I'll see you in the war zone. Or I'll see you in the arenas. I'll see you.